I know Christian, I had my CV here I wanted to read, but like I told Chris, this slide is not for me. Just like I said before, this is the fifth stop I'm making in this overseas trip. Fifth one. And there has been something remarkable about everywhere I go. But my appeal in the picture always starts with them. Please, let's drop all celebration. We celebrated people before, and they failed us. So I've said, we now want to keep our celebration when they leave office. So we'll know whether they are worth celebrating. Just like we want to keep every honor and everything till when they leave office. So we'll know whether they deserve any honor. Chris mentioned to me there will be gift. I said no. Chris, no gift. No thank you. When we're free, we deal with that. This needs your sacrifice. I thank you for this night. I thank you for your patience. You said something. When I was leaving California this morning, they said usually people don't start on time. So when it was 7:30, I called Prof. I said, Prof, it's 7:30. He wrote 7. If you know it was going to be 8, maybe 8. And I want to be there on the time you wrote, because you made 7. Because my flight was supposed to come in here by 6:30. And I had to go to the airport and stand by to get an earlier flight, because they said by 6:30, I won't make it there by 7. I said, bro, that's why I came. So we must start by doing things in a way other way. It might look simple, but one of the things we suffer in our country is thinking we can do things differently and get the same result. No. We must start from simple things as behavior, personal conduct, character, everything. That's how we have to. I thank you people for one thing. When I said I was going to go around and greet every table, it was all done. And that's what I've been telling you. It's very easy. We are all living in a civilized world. Prof, I've told you what we start. When I look at the seas of people that live outside Nigeria, the question I ask myself, what is wrong with this country? What happened? Why did we get to the state it was bad? Some left it and they continued it was bad. And people are still, and what did they think? It was getting worse. And you ask yourself, every other country is getting better. I told somebody yesterday, I said, let me tell you, that in 1980, Nigeria helped Korea to pay salary. Somehow, not just directly, somehow. In 1980, as a country, we have 3 times the reserve of China. They had about $9.33 billion. We had about 9. Our per capita was about 3 or 4 times there then. What changed? Our The capital in 2000 and what it was in 1980 was the same thing. Nothing has changed. Some people came here when dollar was, if you go to 500 naira, they give you $700. Some people came when it was 1 naira to $1. Some people then came when it was 5 naira and they were complaining. When it became 20, what went wrong? Today, in Nigeria, look at what the children are reading. He has become an insecure country. We're now among the most polarized countries. We're now among countries where you can count nothing. We're now among countries where all you hear is nothing. Everything is going wrong. And nobody cares.
Hello, how are you?
And nobody has asked the question, how did we get here? All you're seeing in Nigeria today is cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years. When you left, Nigeria was generating. Some of you were there when Nigeria had 5 bombs. These things were there before. When, if they take life for 2 hours, you're complaining. Yes. If they take life for 2 hours, you're complaining that this paper is useless. You didn't know they would come at the time when they won't be at home. You don't know that all the time there won't be anything like 4 miles water. So over the years it continues to deteriorate. And nobody can. In Toronto, somebody said, what are you going to do about this guy? I said, there's no way in America, anyone. You can't have over 100 million people living in poverty. And you have who have the level of criminality. We're going through. It's impossible. You have young men in their productive age, young men and women doing nothing. You're going to have a crisis. And it's going to continue. It's going to get worse. That's what Professor Pat Tomia is telling you. And we have started a movement. That movement is not going to end with June tonight. It's not going to end with the election. It's not going to end. What we intend to do is not just to say you're supporting PeterObi to be president. No.
Oh, really?
Have to be involved also. And that involvement is what I tell everybody. I traveled from London to Toronto and I was with 2 people from Southwest. An Igbo, Yorubans. And I asked them, do any of you know the pilot? He said no. I don't know the person. So why did we enter this plane? Since none of us knows the pilot. You know where we're going. We're going to Toronto. Okay. And the pilot is telling us a story about Toronto. And we have confidence that he's going to Toronto. I told him another story before I told him about them. Tell them what I wanted to say about the pilot, which is what I said in California. I said, I I wanted to go and study how schools work in Kenya, Uganda, all the eastern countries of Africa. And I would try to buy Kenya Airways because I wanted to go to Kenya direct. Kenya Airways was expensive. And I said, well, how can just going to Nairobi? There must be a cheaper way to go to Nairobi. So I bought Rwandan Air. And I came home. My wife said to me, Peter, have you ever entered the Rwandan Air? I said, no. He said, when did you buy the ticket? Why are you always trying to do something that can one day do? I said, I'm sure there will be a pilot flying that. They're not going to put a non-pilot. But let me tell you the exciting aspect of it. I came to the airport. Rwanda had brand new Airbus. And I was, wow. And there was just about 3 of us in business class. And as it took off, the pilot came out and said to me, Your Excellency, my governor. And I said, what is that? He said, 2 of us in this cockpit are from Nigeria. I didn't know who was there, but I trusted the pilot. Just like I told the people coming from London to Toronto. I said to them, do you know what is wrong with Nigeria? The people in here, people inside would have been vehicle drivers, hired as plane. So the plane will not fly. So when you enter, all you hear is complain. What we saw when we entered here made it impossible for us to fly. You wonder what they were seeing when they were campaigning and asking us to vote for them. Because they don't have the capacity, the competence. They didn't know how to do the job. The job of a leader is not to complain, it's to solve problems. That's why we're here. I'm happy to be back in this hotel. I was in this hotel exactly 20 years ago. In 2002, when I was contesting to be governor of Anambra State. And I just left PDP and entered Africa. And we came to this hotel. And I remember very well, then governor of Anambra State, I was saying in this hotel that I'm going to change Anambra State. Children will be in school, this will be in school. And they said it's impossible. The rest is history.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
People can tell you why it's difficult. Look at 2 little children telling us about power. Tell me, why can't we secure the country? How can you tell me that in a country, bandits have taken over? And we say our government. How is it possible? How can non-state actors take over the state? What is the state doing? One person has to be in charge. Either we have the country or we don't have it. We settle it immediately. And I can tell you it is possible to deal with the issue of security in Nigeria. It is not an issue. Why can't we have law and order? It is not sophisticated. It is just for people to know that this is an orderly society. It's for us to understand what is required for development.
Yeah.
It can be done everywhere. We can do it in Nigeria. Why can't we generate power? Is there any sophistication in doing that? Three countries of the world have developed the fastest power in the past 5 years. India, Vietnam, Egypt. I went to Egypt. Why can't we do it? It's a leadership issue. Simple. We are 200 million people. We can't generate beyond, and it's beyond 4,000. And nobody is worried. Not the leaders, even the citizens. The second biggest country in Africa, in terms of the economy, South Africa, they are about 60 million. They generate, transmit, and distribute about 50,000. Ours is 4,000. They do more than 10 times that. The president of South Africa declared emergency in power. And said that anybody can generate up to 100 megawatts without license. Somebody who had 50,000 declared emergency, and somebody who had 4,000 is still keeping quiet. That shows the level. That shows the level of the problem we're facing. Egypt from 2015 to 2020, moved 2021, moved from under just barely to 20,000 to over 50,000. In Africa, and I went to Egypt, went to the power plant, from the power plant to the company that built it, from there to the government, to the financiers, to everybody. And I didn't see anything difficult. Except that when I asked the financiers, why didn't you do this in Nigeria? He wouldn't give me an answer. But I know the answer. The answer is in what is called corruption. Because what are they doing? Here is the man who can build the power plant, but they want to go through this man who has nothing to do with the power plant. And you can go on and on. Why can't we fight corruption? Everybody knows corruption kills 3 things in society. Need to function. It kills entrepreneurship. Nobody thinks in a corrupt country. It kills professionalism. Why would you have a professor doing research, working hard, 24 hours, trying to develop and find solutions to various areas of the society when you have a mainly graduated cows because they are one third or the other in government, making far more money than the professor. You can have work. Nobody wants it. Everybody knows any society where the politicians or leaders are richer than businessmen, that's the end of the country. So in Nigeria, I was telling people who came to pick me from the airport today, I said, let me tell you. Say, what is the problem? I said, the problem is simple. Once you make PeterObi governor, he becomes the richest person in the state. Simple, because he controls the public resource and use it as his own discretion and everything. And start giving you a school. Because what is happening in the country is that there's just one sharing formula that makes me get money every month, unaccountable to anybody. And those who are supposed to be accountable, which is why all of you must be involved, actually helps me. I was telling them this story. I said, well, so what do they do? PeterObi doesn't own a house in Houston, doesn't own a house in America, doesn't own anything, and suddenly becomes governor or president. When it comes to Houston, you'll be shocked that these Nigerians are telling you where to buy the best houses. They are the ones who are helping you to buy it. When they should go, when they're supposed to do what? Call police. People are telling their money. He did not own this house when he came here. I don't own a house today in America. So I will not own it when I become president. Because I'm not American. There's nothing wrong to own a house in America. I told the man, the people I was in the car, called 5 people who own a house in America here. I told them they're businessmen. And they earn money and they spend it. And those of you who are working out here, please buy good houses. But people should not steal public money. And we are calling to do that.
Yes, sir.
We need to do the right things. This is what is happening everywhere. That is why things are not working in your country. A country needs to move from consumption to production. The reason why you have millions of people who don't have jobs today, the reason why you have millions of people and who are the greatest victim of what I'm saying, you are the greatest victim. You've left Nigeria because things are not good. Is it not why you left? Yeah. If it was good, you would be there. Your own is even a double one. Because you're here, because you left, you're working hard and have become a social welfare for those that hunger. We are not producing anything. For every 10 calls you get today, I assure you it's 10 problems. And you can't give them. So you are in a problem. If only they can allow you to even enjoy what you earn here, it would have been better for you. But you have not become so you see the crisis you're facing. The earlier you help us to fix them, the better for you. We need to move the country. There's nothing wrong with Nigeria. Nigeria has good weather. We don't have weather in our here. No. We have good food. We have everything. The only thing we are lacking is leadership. very simple thing. No country of the world, I said it before, have everything. If we get good leaders today, we're not going to turn it around overnight. But what we want to do is to have somebody who is the right character, somebody who is competent, somebody who has capacity and commitment to know that we have to drive this vehicle, fly this plane to a destination that we've all agreed without excuse. You can tell us, yes, the weather is bad, like when I was coming here, the pilot said the weather is bad. He didn't say because weather is bad, you're going to New York. He said, no, you're going to Houston. But he told us that the weather is bad, but he will bring delays, but he's going to go through. Because that's where we pay to go. We are to go to New York. In Nigeria, we say weather is bad, that is why he's not taking off. No. And he's not telling us when he will take off. The next thing we hear is the cancel. But that is not the way it works. We want us to start doing the right thing. There's nobody here in this country, you know it, you do not see anything, none of you get anything free here. If you don't work, so you must walk. But people start home and writing you, thinking you won lottery in America. No. They need to be productive. It's a country of 200 million. It is for government to create an environment. When Pastor is saying in Canada, they are worried about brain trade. I said to them, it's good for Nigeria. They were worried. And I said, the role of national, today your brain drain, but I can tell you, your brain gain. What happened is what happened in India, what happened in China, what happened everywhere. Because once you can have a good environment, a secure, good environment, the first investors you are going to get is you. We want you to help us to create a neighboring environment where you will come to invest. So it will be a win-win. Those people who are sending money who think you're for a Christmas somewhere will know they have to work. I lived in the UK with an Indian. He borrowed money, mortgaged his house, borrowed money, and built a facility in India. That facility was employing over 500 people in India. I was producing something. He was exporting to the UK and making money. He was very rich in the UK. Those people in Nigeria was doing something. Here, everything is sent. Even if you want to send to say for build house, you can see. We must change it. No more free lunch. We have to get them to be productive. Everybody. And this is what we're trying to do, to have a government who focus on securing the country, who will invest in education to bring more human capital that is required for you to come back and become that investor before we talk about other people who are going to come to you. There's nothing called foreign investor. It is when you are making profit and when you go people here will see you and follow you. No, if you can't be here, they will go there. They're not foolish people now. It's when they see you going back and see the amount of money you are making, they will ask you, can I join? Foreign investment, attraction of it is like bee and honey. Once you put honey here, how the bees will come in, you won't know. But they find their way. You might think this place is so clean that there's no ants will push you here now. If you come after today, you'll be surprised that this place you thought is so clean. Ants will be there. Once you have something that is sweet, things work. I've governed the state. So I know it is not entirely impossible. No. Anybody will tell me it's entirely impossible. I come from one of the most difficult states in Nigeria. It's one of the most difficult states because it's a state where you have elites who think they're bigger than government. I was there for 8 years. I quarreled with everybody. I can tell you comfortably that in my 8 years of being governor, no elite in Anambra State is happy with me. That I can tell you. None of them was happy with me. Not even today. I don't think they're still happy with me. And how did I know that? I go around. I go to Abuja, I go to everywhere, see people in government, top people, including president, telling me that people are not happy with you. And I say it every day, and I said to the West, I never promised happiness. The one thing that is not part of my electoral promises. And I'm telling you people here, if I succeed, you won't be happy with me.
You know they give shishi.
You're not going to be happy with me.
We won't get anything.
Nobody. Somebody asked me yesterday, he said he didn't like the fact that I said I was the only governor without office of first lady. And I should moderate it when I say it because sometimes women don't like it. And I said no. Nobody voted for my wife. So how can we create an office with somebody without getting the wrong office? And it's going about with public money, making confusion all over the place. I need the money to fix schools. But I need the money to fix school. I need the money to do what I was supposed to do. It's my wife, we're very close. 2 of us live in the house, but I was the one they voted for. And she's my wife, and I love her, but it's in the house. Yes. But why did we do that? We didn't do it because we don't want the office, but we found out when I started the office of the governor, just like it is still today, the cost of governance in Nigeria is totally unacceptable. We cannot have, there's no same person that uses 20 vehicles. No, we have people now who are using even 40. What do you think you're doing? If you see governor of Texas today in 10 vehicles, you think he will remain tomorrow? They will remove him immediately. And the person who asked me about this, I said, in your state in America, do they have office of first lady? He said no. He said no. No, he doesn't have. I even told him, I said, let me tell you, Biden's wife, I even told him that Biden's wife is first lady in name. There's no office you enter. They say it's the office of first lady. If he wants to go to, if Biden is traveling, he can accompany him. So they call him first lady. But he cannot go and print letterhead him, have advisors, have people following him around with a convoy. If he goes out, he cannot have, but here he have people going around 20 security vehicles, ambulance, everything. And they say, who is doing that? And this is the cost. When I started, it was going to cost us about 3 billion naira a year to keep that office. So these are things why people are not happy. We enjoy our peace, and I tell people that in my 8 years of being governor, nobody had the opportunity of being taken by the government. No, I wasn't running a bar. I didn't want to fiscal. And people will say people were not happy. Yes, when I live here, comedians will come, musicians like Flavor will come. That's people who make people happy. Not me. My job is to show that if I start, like I'm preaching to you this night, that I don't end in 4 years telling you that power cannot move from 4,000 to at least 15,000. That is my job. My job is not to tell you why schools in a country with the least human capital, our human capital is 168 over 172 in the measures. Why we cannot train our children? Why we cannot? The kids today didn't say I should make them happy.
Yes.
I listened to what they read. We want you to give education to children. That was their request. They didn't ask me to make them happy. I didn't hear it. They asked me about power. I read everything. I told Chris that I want to have copy of everything they said. There was no happiness there. They didn't ask me to share money to them. People ask me why is dollar going down? How can you control dollar? That doesn't matter. Some people say you're going to deal with inflation. There's nothing there. Production. If you want your money to be strong, you produce and export. And there's nothing wrong, there's nothing difficult in production. Nothing, absolutely nothing. But we were busy sharing oil money. A dimensional sense. I'm happy when Texas, which is supposed to be the oil capital of America, like my shop. But it's not the richest state in America. It's about number 3 or 4.
Yeah, California.
The biggest is California.
He knows his number.
A 3.3 trillion economy, which is 8 times Nigeria. But they're not powered by oil, they're powered by agriculture knowledge. Which Nigeria in abundance.
Yeah.
We have vast land, vast cultivated land in the north, which is supposed to be our biggest asset. But nobody wants to go and farm because they want people to send money from overseas.
The big short share allocation.
They're sharing public money made from oil, which we should make from Niger Delta. I was in Niger State. And they're complaining to me about their allocation. Niger State of Nigeria. Niger State is a state that is occupying 76.3 thousand square kilometers of land. They can't feed themselves. They cannot feed the country. They cannot export anything. They are waiting for their share of money from oil. So they send people to Abuja to collect money. And I said to the governor, you're sitting on the biggest oil. Your life. Say, governor, you're sitting on 2.5 times the size of Netherlands. If you go and remove water in Netherlands, they are about 33,000 square kilometers. So Niger State is 2.5 times Netherlands. Say, go and check. I don't want you to talk about all their exports. Last year, the export last year was over $600 billion, but the agricultural component is about 120 billion. I said, come on, if only you can do 1% of that, one, you have 2.5 times their land, fertile land. If you can do 1% of that, one is $1.2 billion. If you multiply it with what they sell dollar today, you 650. It's about 750 billion naira. The budget of Niger State is just about 150. So you have 5 times your budget for 1% of that. But you're waiting to share 3 billion. That comes from nowhere. You have a convoy of that event. And millions of people. Borno State, where we have the biggest problem, is 70.9 thousand square kilometers of land. Israel is 22,000 plus. So it's about 3 times the size of Israel. Israel total export last year is $59.8 billion. Borno State did not do 100 million. What do you think we're doing with our country? 200 million people. If you go to shops, what I do every country I visit, I go to shop in the morning to look where items are made from. Where are the items coming from? Our total export last year, 200 million people living on 923,000 square kilometers of land. Total export, 18.9 trillion naira. 18.9 trillion naira. So 18 trillion 900 billion, which I do with people in government, because they will divide it by what they call official rate. 410. It came to about 47 billion. But now it's divided with what I call the real rate. Because that's what is available to me wherever I want to travel. The other one is the black market, because nobody sees it except me. This is one that sees it. If you divide it with that, it will give you about $30 billion for 200. So if you divide it with 200%, about 150 percent. Vietnam is about 100 million people living on 331,000 square kilometers of land, which is a third of our land. Total export, $312 billion. So if you divide it with them, it's about 3,000 per person. Ours is 150. Why do I go around repeating this all over the place? It's for you to understand that you have to help yourself by helping all of us there to change. You can no longer continue this. Those people you think you're doing a favor today, if you have to ensure it is cheaper for you to invest in having a competent leadership than you spending money thinking you can continue to do this welfare for the rest of your life. Then one day give you money because you left with nothing. For the fact that the 10 people phone you with the bad news is enough to give you even sickness. Because nobody comes with the good news. Even people phone me every day and say things are bad, Even me, living in Nigeria, there's a time I want the small people in the office everywhere. When you come in the morning, no news until in the evening. So they have to be allowed them to tell you, everybody have come by the news. It's coming in the morning. So we said, no more news until evening. So, wow. So imagine what you're seeing when they send you message, when they tell you this person is sick, this person is that. You can't continue that. You must be part of this change. So we can continue hearing everything. It is good news. Let nobody tell you we cannot fight corruption. We can. If the principal person, the local government chairman, the governor, the president is not stealing, if the wife and children are not doing that,
Yes. There you go. I totally agree.
Anybody can tell you otherwise, because you are the one who is going to approve it. And you can surround yourself with very competent people. Even about my chief of staff, everything when I was governor. All the people I worked with when I was governor, I didn't know them when I was campaigning. At least 60% of them. I never met them. When I became governor, I met them. Either somebody introduced me to them, or somebody said, okay, come on board. And when they came, I told everybody, which is what I'm asking you to deny that, which is what I used to tell Professor Tommy. I said to them, if you agree with me in 3 meetings, everybody will win. Your job is to say no. Your job is to tell me where I'm wrong. Your job is to remind me that I'm not perfect. Your job is this, because nobody knows everything. If you know everything, you're an idiot. You should not lead. A leader must be a learner. People must be every day telling you, you know. People must every day telling you, you know. When I came into this hall, I met one of my strongest, one of those people I always tell people, they will go to heaven. One of those who were every day telling me, you can't do this. I will even quarrel with them. I always tell people the way she refers to me. She doesn't like me saying that. Because she was in she was in my school. When you go to secondary school, you have what they call senior and junior. Like it happens with me and Pat. Every day I have to remind him that he's senior. I say, senior, what do I do? Senior, what's this? So when I came to see Casey in Onitsha, we used to have women in upper class. What you call 6'4". Upper 6, you're correct? Yes, glasses and upper 6. So she happened to be in upper 6 when I came. And she will remind me always, Mama, I swear, what a clear in our she will always say it. And I could hear it and tell me, you cannot do this. And I would say, what do I do now? You did this wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. You can't do it. And that was how I succeeded. Because I had people who had courage to say to me, no. What do other people do? Everybody sees you and says, Your Excellency, you're wonderful. Even when you see everything is falling down. Since you came, the world has changed. Everybody has changed around you. We moved the education from number 26 to number 1. We didn't change the teachers. We did not change teachers. It was the same teachers. When I talk about corruption, I always tell people, this is my 9 years of living government. Go there and show me where Anambra State money is missing. No. Instead, the little thing we were able to do, we did it. And when we were leaving, we left their money. Because it's their money. You can imagine what it is to leave on over 150 million. Who took us that we are going to have the issue of dollars? We just said, well, listen, since we are saving in naira, let's save dollars. So we divided all we are saving in dollars and naira. So the day we left, we have about $155 million, and the equivalent of that in naira. It was their money. Anambra had never bought me a bottle of water since I left. Because we said, no, we don't want that. If you finish, please go home. No more. No, you can't come and just do 2-3 years job and expect to pay the pension. So please, why am I saying all this? Is to tell you that it is possible. Those of you who from Anambra State know or can testify a little bit of change we brought on board. It's there for you to go and see. The schools were closed when I came here in 2002. It was one of the things that made up for any year. The schools were closed. By 2011, we moved from 26 to number 1. We don't have school of nursing, we don't have school of everything. But people like me, as I was talking, Vivian one stood and said, we're going to do this. And insisted that it was not. At the time, I told people, I said, maybe it was a mistake to have hired women all around me. I'm sorry, women, because I had a lot of them. My chief of staff was a woman. The lady in charge of LDG and in charge of our good governance, Vivian, was a woman. Head of service, woman. Commissioner for finance, woman. So they wrote down and said, no, you can't do this. I said, I'm the governor. They said, you're the governor. But you're wrong. Which is what we need. Which is what I'm appealing to you. This night, I want to learn from you. You live in the first world. Tell us what you're looking for. Tell us what you want us to do. But insist, we're 18 people going to contest to be president. Don't say you're choosing PeterObi. No. Listen to 18 of us. Let them come, not through process. Let them come the way I came here now. To speak to you, and they are speaking, let them show you what they've done in the past. We want to know their name, their age, schools they want to. No, let them tell you their schools, their classmates, everything, so we can verify and know what they are.
Go and verify.
Because soon, somebody's going to call you for a dinner and start telling you a story and say they will do this. No, they have to. When people are campaigning here to be president and everything, don't they move from one state to the other? They even go overseas and talking to Americans, other places. That's why I'm here. So let them come and do the same thing.
Obi.
Let them bring people like that to Tommy. Let them bring people like that to Tommy who hold responsible. Not because you are going to hold it responsible when you can no longer reach me. You said it was you who came with this man here. And we thought you people are serious. Look at where you. I'm calling people like Vivian Man, I'm calling people like Stella Okuna and everybody. And there are people who are trying that. I have a special article my head of service wanted to publish. It's in government form. And I said don't publish it on the foreign. It's a special article where there's stinginess as a development strategy. Because when I started, everybody was complaining of how stingy this government is. Everything they bring, oh, I've said no, you can't do this. Oh, they want to go to training. 10 people want to go to training. I said, what are you doing? Let one person go and let them why we say of them go and learn the same thing? And we kept doing it. She kept complaining to me. Until one day I said, when I just came here, the judges don't have vehicle, the magistrates don't have vehicle, the panacea don't have vehicle. I'm going to buy a vehicle for all of you. Started paying their pension and gratuity. Started paying all the things they were being owed. And that's time I said, where did you get the money? I said, it was that money we saved for training and everything. Now we are looking to pay you. People are now asking me, how are you going to get the money to do the power? How are you going to get the money to pay? When I said the number of security personnel we have is unacceptable. I was, as governor, I was paying all time union vigilante directly from government house, bought every community vehicle from government house, and people were asking, how will you do it at national level? In fact, somebody told me, I said, if you decide today to employ additional, say, 300 or 400 police, and police is 320,000 for 200 million, country of 200 million people. When Egypt with 100 million, have over 1 million police, and out of that 320,000, I can tell you that about 70 is following people like me around. So we need to do. He said, how are you going to get money today? I said, it won't cost us more than 20 billion a month. He said, but Peter, that's expensive. I said, our accountant general just told him about 100. That is not salary. We just stopped oil. You saw oil that was stolen from Nigeria. We just stopped oil that was stolen from Nigeria in neighboring country. The value of the oil was $300 million. At 600 naira per dollar is 180 billion. That's 9 months salary. I said, so don't worry about where we're going to get the money. Now in Anambra State, we didn't borrow money. We didn't do anything. What we did was to stop the leakage.
There you go.
Everything. I said, it's not just leakage. We stopped everything. Said, this cannot happen. Governor of Anambra State does not need a lodge in Abuja, but doesn't live in Abuja. He doesn't need this, he doesn't need this, he doesn't need this. We don't need to do this. It did the extent that my cook became even, what is happening? Because I go and come back, you cook food all over the place. I said, why is this all over the place? He said he was doing the case if I come back with some people. Or in case, I said, listen, only hotel. Keep one in case someone comes. This is government house. If I'm going to come back with somebody, I'll tell you. So good for one person. In this country, if you go to buy house, they will charge the government or the Bibles. There's no place they eat more food here in case. There's anybody, you are visiting anywhere they cook food here, hoping somebody will come back with somebody. No. If you each pay. My dear people,
He's the end of status quo.
so we can take all I came here to appeal is people of this movement.
Yeah. The
Be part
politicians
of
don't
what
want
we're
it.
trying to do. We are tired of complaining. We are tired of giving excuses. We want to start seeing solutions. No matter how difficult, no matter how difficult, we want to be like other countries. We want to start giving hope. We want Nigerians to start having faith in their country. This can only be driven by hope. We want you to come home. We want you to feel we are part of this country. Everybody is changing from India to China to Vietnam to Ghana to Egypt to everything. It can't happen in Nigeria. Why can't you vote? Because of the same thing. Diasporas in Ghana are voting. Diasporas in Kenya are voting. For the giant of Africa, it's not possible. Why is it not possible? In this time and age, it is not possible because we have chosen people who are not controlled. 2023, we cannot survive beyond it if we don't do the right thing. So election of 2023, my dear people, will not be about trial. Don't vote for Peter Obi because it's for the Southeast or it's an Igbo man. I'm not running on that ticket.
Here you go.
Don't vote for me because of religion. Don't vote for me because it's my tongue. Don't vote for me because of connection or any other bias. Put all of us on a scale. Verify our background. Election of 2023 must be about character, competence, capacity.